very complex. Like it's technically an easy topic, but then some surprises may happen. Okay. If I tell you, my dog space to eat ham. What verb? How would you fill the sentence? I repeat, fill in the blanks. My dog blank to eat ham.
My dog loves to eat.
Perfect. Loves to eat, right?
Yeah.
When you said loves, you automatically used the verb with an S,
Yes.
just like this example. You did perfectly. It's a verb with an S because we are talking about he, she, it. Well, this concept is basic English, right? It's standard English. It's very, very important to have it in mind. And sometimes it's a little tricky when you are talking about he, she, it, that is not very evident that it is he, she, it. For example, this one. Read this rule.
If there is a combination of singular and plural nouns joined by or, the verb follows the number of the final one listed. Okay, the teacher or the students have to inform the principal.
Mhm.
The students or the teacher has to inform the principal.
What do you observe here?
The teacher or the students have that you have to use the verb in the according to the last subject.
The last, let's say noun.
Noun.
Last
Okay.
noun joined by the connector or.
Okay.
This is a little tricky because you are thinking in plural, the students or the teacher, right? And then it's very common to commit the mistake and use have, especially when we are talking quickly.
Yes.
This is a B2 ability. Look at look at this one.
Okay. If the subject consists of multiple singular nouns joined by or, treat the subject as singular. Pini or rigatoni works fine for the recipe.
That's right. We're talking about pasta, right? And here we are using the word works with an S. Why do we use the word works with an S if we are talking about two nouns? Well, the reason is that these are uncountable nouns.
Oh.
And when you are talking about uncountable nouns, you always need to consider them singular. For example, translate this into English. La comida funciona como gasolina para el cuerpo. How would you say that in English?
Food works as gas,
Kinda.
as fuel.
Fuel.
Exactly. Food works. You see? That's the same concept. Exactly the same concept.
Okay.
Rigatoni, penne, the other, any kind of pasta, that's considered uncountable. So that will
Yeah.
be S,
Okay.
right? Even when you are using and.
Okay.
Look at, well, we are going to talk about that in a moment. Love, make, aha, this is another uncountable noun. The same thing. Read this.
Love makes the world go around. Okay. Mass nouns, otherwise known as uncountable nouns or non-count nouns, act as singular subjects.
Make
Okay.
sense?
Yes.
Love is a mass noun, an uncountable noun, and we need to consider it singular.
Okay.
Okay. Now, there is another one, a little bit tricky. How will you translate? How will you translate correr en las mañanas? Correr en las mañanas me hace sentir bien.
Running in mornings
Ujú.
makes me feel good.
Perfect. You use makes as as a singular,
Mhm.
right? Well, that's exactly my point. When you are using gerunds, it should be considered singular. This example is not similar to my example because my example used the gerund as a subject, but that's the point, you know. It's when you have a gerund, an infinitive at the beginning of the sentence, the verb should be singular.
Okay.
Okay. Each window and door needs to be. Aha. Each and very. That's another one. Read 1, 2, 3 action.
The words each and very count as singular when they are used as the subject, even if they are followed by multiple nouns. Each window and door needs to be sealed. Every doctor, nurse, and technician gets free training here.
That's right. We are talking about multiple nouns,
Mhm.
but we have the word every.
Every.
And because of the word every, technically all this information is singular.
Okay.
That's the reason, again, we use the S.
Okay.
Okay? Take notes of all of this. If you want me to stop for a moment so you can take a note, technically we're talking about singular subjects, all the singular subjects.
Yes, I'm good. I already take notes.
Okay. Aunque, what's the name of this? Indefinite pronouns. Anybody, anyone, either, everybody, all the indefinite pronouns are considered singular. So read this.
Everybody loves using correct grammar. Either blue or green works for the wallpaper color.
Do you see how the phrase work here? Either blue or green. This
Mm-hmm.
is a group of words together.
Okay.
And because you're using either, it's the same effect that the word every has.
Okay.
Okay. I usually confuse this one. I usually say either blue or green work. That's incorrect. The correct word is either blue or green works with an S.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And then you have all this information. It says, if additional phrases come between the subject and the verb must still agree with the subject. Sometimes you have a lot of information between the subject and the verb. So you have here the subject, a group consisting of Professor Leidenbrock. Then we have a comma, and then we have a massive group of information about the group. Actually, it's all this. If you eliminate all the components, the Professor Lindenbrock, the guide Hans Berkeley, and the professor's nephew Axel, the simple idea is a group departs and finish.
Okay.
But sometimes too much information distract us from the grammatical correction. And we forget to say departs. We are going to say depart. This is one of the biggest issues that we must take like very, very specific attention when you speak and you write. Because you have very, very good level of English, but these are the challenges that will come across you.
Okay.
Okay. Take it now.
Yes. Okay.
This one is very tricky. I have issues with this one sometimes. Read this part.
Be particularly careful of subjects that use the phrase one of. The word one is singular, even when followed by plural nouns. One of the world's leading scientists still has trouble speaking in public.
Every time you say one of the or one of, you need to use singular verbs.
Okay.
Look at the word scientists. Is this plural or singular?
That's plural.
That's correct. That's the reason it's so tricky. Because we are talking about a group of people. Well, yes, we are going to talk in plural because it's a group of people, but it's one in the group.
Yes.
So many people have problems with translating from Spanish to English. They say, una de mis películas favoritas. Una de mis películas favoritas siempre ha sido Monsters, Inc. How do you say that in English?
One of my favorite movie ever.
Ever.
Is Monster Inc.
Ha sido. How do you say ha sido?
Has been.
Has been. Ta-da.
Monster Inc.
Has been, and I'm very happy you said has been and not have been.
Yeah, yes.
Makes sense.
Favorite movie. Okay.
That's right. Has been. What else should be an issue? Look at this. 1, 2, 3 action.
Similarly, words that indicate a portion, including percentage, use the number of the noun that they describe.
Percentages.
Percentages?
Yeah, because singular percentage.
Percentage.
Plural percentages.
Percentages?
Percentages. One more time.
Percentages. Similarly, words that indicate a portion, including percentages, use the number of the noun they describe. This noun is typically the object of the phrase of. All of the book is ruined. All of the books are ruined. Some of the film is funny. Some of the films are funny. 50% of the house is made of wood. 50% of the houses are made of wood.
It's pretty clear in the last example because we're talking about one house in this case and many houses in the other case. But what about the other two examples? What do you think all of the book is?
That I don't know. That all of the book is ruined. All the book is ruined. All the book.
I mean, you said all the book. Yeah, that sounds pretty much. There will be a slight difference between all the book and all of the book. If you say all the book, all the book, all of the book.
All of the book.
Like we're talking about the contents of the book. You know, all the book would mean, well, it's the same meaning, but it's a simple translation from Spanish to English. This one is a little bit more complex. Let's say that all the book is level 1 and all of the book is level 3 of English.
Okay.
Right? And the second one is easy to understand because we're talking about multiple books, no? That's very similar to Spanish. The one that is different from Spanish is this one.
Yes.
Which is the same case as some of the film. What's the meaning of some of the film? What do you understand?
That a part of the film, just a part of the film, is funny.
I love it. Good. Just a part. Totally. Well, that's pretty much it, girls. The news has been, The last one is like numbers. The news. Some nouns are always plural, but you need to speak in singular. You cannot say the new. Okay, but when you are talking about the news on television, the news that you receive at work, has been, is, plays, goes, acts, makes. Okay.
Okay.
Politics is, yes, we are talking about plural, but it's always singular. Always, always singular.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it about subject-verb agreement. So let's practice. Help me with instructions, read the examples, and will go on. 1 to 3 action.
Complete one of the sentences in each pair with the singular form of the verbs in the box, and the other with the plural form. Use the present simple or the past simple as appropriate.
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 Appropriate. That's right. In the example, you see some people thought the news was quite interesting. We are referring the word was should match the word news, right? Not the people. But on the second example, last night some people on the news
were
You see, now we are talking about the people, not the news.
Yes.
Let's try to do the same with number 2. 1, 2, 3, action.
The majority of TV series these days uh, are very famous. No. Mm,
You need a different word. Exactly, feature.
feature very famous actors.
Perfect. Feature in plural.
Mhm.
Good. What about B?
That new TV series fe- features one of my absolute favorite actors.
Perfect. Features. That's right. You are reading subjects. Good job. Number 3. 1, 2, 3, action.
The long distance events in athletics
Pronunciation. Events.
events in athletics the long distance events in athletics uh, uh,
You know,
not
anymore is similar to no more. Oops.
yes so the long distance events in athletics not interest
Interesting. Okay. Well, you selected the right verb, but now you are forgetting the use of
interest
negatives. Yeah.
interest
No, no, no. You are forgetting the use of negative verbs. Negative verbs need an auxiliary.
are not
Are not very close, very close. What would be the negative for I space like? I don't know. Alcachofas. Blah. I like alcachofas. What is the negative?
I don't like
I don't, you see? So don't is an auxiliary for negatives.
the long distance events in athletics um doesn't
Yes.
doesn't interest me anymore.
Excellent. Doesn't interest. That is correct. I wanted to see if you fell in my trap when I told you don't, but you did a good job. Mhm. Let it be.
Athletics don't interest me anymore.
Uh-oh.
Athletics,
Uy, I'm
no.
sorry. I
Oh
got
yeah,
confused.
it's done. The first one is done. Don't interest me.
Yes.
Yeah, because athletics is
Singular.
singular.
Like politics, news.
Yeah.
We are talking about a sport. A sport.
Athletics doesn't interest me anymore.
Excellent.
Um,
Yeah, I got confused. Doesn't interest. And then the other is don't, because what's the subject we are referring to in this case?
the long distance events.
Exactly. Events, which is plural. Mhm.
Hmm.
Much better. I see. That's why I insist in this topic. I always fail in these traps. Number 4, action.
Oh my God. The athletes from the United States of America usually
Before you can give me the answer, pronunciation.
the athlete.
The
Athlete.
no, athlete. The stress is in the first syllable. Athlete.
Athlete.
Have I told you how to detect the strong syllable?
No.
Okay, every time you see these symbols,
Uh-huh. Oh, the apostrophe?
correct. The syllable right next to the apostrophe is a strong one. So this would be athlete.
Athlete.
Look at the word Mexico. You're going to see the apostrophe right before
Oh,
Mec.
Mexico.
Aha.
Okay.
So athlete.
Okay. The athletes from the United States of America usually oh my God, win wins.
You are so close, girl. That's incorrect.
Yes?
No,
No?
that's incorrect. Wins. Or we are referring to the athletes.
Athlete. And the athletes are not singular?
Athletics is a sport, but
Oh,
athletes are the people.
oh, okay. The athletes from the United States of America win a lot of medals.
Yes.
Oh my God.
That happens. That happens. Yes. The distraction was the United States of America. Uh-huh. That's very normal. I tell you, this is an issue.
Oh my God. Okay, the other one is wins because we are talking about United States of America. That is singular.
Uh-huh. Exactly. That was a distraction. This information sometimes they only work to distract the subject verb agreement.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Okay.
Let it be.
Oh, okay. The United States of America usually wins a lot of medals.
Yes. Now we are talking about the country.
Okay.
Mhm. Number 5.
Okay. Wait. Everyone at football practice. Uh, everyone at football practice was talking about the earthquake yesterday.
Talks with S. Everyone.
No, I said was talking.
Was, sorry. Was talking about the earthquake. Yes, you're right. Good job.
Yeah, because everyone is singular.
Exactly. Indefinite pronoun.
Okay.
Mhm.
All my classmates and everyone at football practice. uh, wait. We okay. The first rule that we saw it was like just use when you use singular and plural with or, not with and. So
With and works sometimes with phrases, but here that's not the rule.
yeah, okay, because we are talking about the classmates.
Yes, actually, it's the word all.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
All
That's the
my
important part.
classmates and everyone at football practice were talking about
Exactly.
the airplane.
Yes. Here I see you with questions.
Because I was just checking that the first rule doesn't include and, because you say it was like the combination of singular and plural. We use the verb with the last noun.
Ah, you're talking about this one.
Yes, but it's only with or,
Yep.
and they are
It's
joined
only
with
before.
or. Okay.
Mhm. Let me check. The other word would be, this is the rule that applies to us, to the example. Lucas and Maxine, because there are two people, we use are.
Uh-huh.
Also, let me find another that has all.
Yeah, but you have all of my classmates that are plural, and then you have everyone.
And everyone is
Are.
going to practice.
But yeah,
Um,
it's where.
uh-huh. Yeah, you have an indefinite pronoun, everyone, but you should put it together. Like this is one unit, and the
Uh-huh.
principal unit is all my classmates. So you have unit number one, unit number two.
Okay.
With that information, now it becomes plural. Mhm.
Okay.
Same as this one. Lucas and Maxine are.
Okay.
Mhm.
Cool.
The reason it is in this particular example, for example, is because bed and breakfast is the name of a universal package of hotels when you go on vacation. So you say when you go on
Oh.
vacation, you say, let's have a bed and breakfast. Look, when I search bed and breakfast, they give me hotels results.
So it's a room that includes breakfast.
Correct. Precisely.
Okay.
Look at this B&Bs.
Oh, okay.
That's literally a phrase that is coined altogether.
I didn't know that.
Uh-huh. That's all new. That's the reason this is an exception of the rule.
Okay.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay.
The last one
Repeating these same old arguments. mm, is pointless.
is pointless. Repeating these same old arguments is pointless. You are correct. What is the subject in this case?
Um, because we use gerunding or gerund at the beginning, and also because it said these same old arguments.
Totally. All this information is only complementary. The subject is repeating.
Okay.
Mhm. Oh, yes. The last one.
These arguments are pointless, especially if you just repeat them.
Ta-da. Pronunciation. There are some words that I heard today that we need to check carefully. Argue.
Okay.
Pronunciation.
Geo
Arguments.
arguments.
Excellent. Another one, the same issue. Um, what was another one? Singular.
Singular, okay.
Good. Singular arguments. Another one. Singular.
Singular.
Just remember to say you. Okay.
Okay.
Girl, you are done for the day. Jessie is here. Say hello, Yes. You know that
Hello.
this class is all for Diane.
Thank you, Diane, to be here. Have a good night. Hi. So thank you, Mister. See you later.
You too, girl.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Have a good night.
Perfect. We are done. Excellent practice, Diane. I hope I blew your mind again.
Yeah,
Okay.
you blow my mind a lot.
Excellent, girl. I see you tomorrow.
Okay, thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.